everyone, I'm Hugo.
And I'm Jake.
And this is the Bible Reloaded, and we're back to do the newest Chick Tract.
So new that I actually have an actual copy. This is not how we usually do this.
Yeah.
Usually we get them offline. Actually, the very first Chick Tract we did, we had an actual copy. And then after that, most of the time, and I mean, even for that video, we sourced the pictures off the internet for your part of the video, what you saw, because it would look janky as fuck if we scanned it. But no, I have an actual one. So at the end of this, I will be giving this away to someone on Twitter, and so you'll have details on that giveaway at the end.
You think
I'll mail it to you myself, and I'll write you a little note.
You think they want your shitty garbage?
Fuck yeah, they do. Look at these people. Imagine you're looking at these people. What do you see?
People who are sad enough and lonely enough that we suffice for real company.
Yeah, and a striking lack of pants.
Fair.
And all the pants that are there are sweatpants.
All right. They'll take your garbage. Anyway, here's the newest Chick Tract. It's called Almost Time. Almost time for what? Pa, know who I saw in town today? Jeremiah Gentry.
You didn't even give me a chance to answer. I was gonna say Jeremiah Gentry.
Well, you would have been correct. He was
I know, but this is bullshit. I thought he died, but I saw him today. As well, in town. That's why I knew. Also, we have cell phones. People text.
I'm trying to live off the fat of the land, Pa, just like you taught me, okay? So let's just...
I didn't teach it. No, I explicitly told you, please accept the free ride to Brown. And now you're on a horse.
Okay, you know I like that show, The Cowboys of Moo Mesa, and if you don't want me to follow my dreams, I can't...
I prefer Ice Road Truckers. That's a real man's job.
Anyway...
You know how dangerous that is? They drive on ice roads.
Fair point. He was sick as a dog, but he pulled through.
Huh, that's too bad. I was kind of hoping he'd die. I guess I don't like Jeremiah Gentry very much. It just has come to me that I don't like him. I forgot why, but just like my gut reaction was like, fuck that guy. Maybe we have beef.
He's back on his corner yelling the same old stuff. He can't even hold up his sign. I just like to put some advice out there. If you can't hold up signs because of an illness, you probably are dying. So don't be outside.
That's ALS. No, that's ALS. That's Tuesdays with Maury stuff.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, the only message you should hold up if you're in that dire strait is take me to a hospital. Did you see the guy who made SpongeBob has ALS now?
Oh. I've hated that preacher since the day I beat him up. The way he took that beating just rubbed me the wrong way.
I've never had a better partner in Smear the Queer. A real fight?
Yes, you fucking queer. Real men fight.
I don't know. Sometimes
you have a cowboy hat. No wonder you can't grow facial hair. You're like a fake cowboy. You're like whatever cowboys... Like, whatever the hipsters would be to cowboys, you're that.
I know. You know, this hat I got it on my 8th birthday. I've never outgrown it.
It is pretty small. Yep, he wouldn't stop preaching, so I slammed him upside the head with my shovel and broke his jaw. I tried to commit murder with my shovel. You know, like a reasonable person.
People have asked before, how do I deal with street preachers? And like, hey, should I learn, apologetics? Should I learn counter apologetics? No, all you need is a good shovel and a good swing, and you nailed it. They'll think
square edge though, not a spade.
No, not a spade.
Spade cuts through the air too much. A flat shovel really it makes like a cacophonous sound in their skull when you connect.
You want to smack. You want the world to hear that ring out, so they go, "Oh, don't fuck with that guy."
Yeah. Remember that one YouTube video where the girl threw a shovel at another girl and then she ended up dying days after? It became viral and hilarious.
I feel like maybe that turned out to be a hoax or something.
Was it a hoax?
I don't know.
Well, I hope one of those white trash girls is dead.
I hope they're all dead. I hope there was a horrible prom accident involving involving a party bus and tainted Zima.
Where the fuck did they get the Zima? Wasn't that coming back?
I don't know. It was from the 90s. That's why it was tainted. It sat around for way too long.
If Zima comes back, we're drinking it.
Oh, okay.
I was sick of him warning about Jesus coming back to judge me. When you're dead, you're dead. And that's it. No resuscitation, goddammit. We don't believe in that. We're Jehovah's Witnesses. Right? Billy? Gary?
I'm
Jeff?
always refreshed by your ardent redneck atheism. It's refreshing, let me tell you.
Well, that's because we're in North Dakota.
Oh, that'll do it.
Which is basically Canada, which is Satan's playground. There ain't no judgment day coming.
Judgment?
Fuck, I planted the seed. I didn't mean to do that. Boy who wears a scarf unironically around his neck like Fred from Scooby-Doo / Jake Gyllenhaal from Brokeback Mountain.
Excuse me.
Are you a gay?
It is a neckerchief, and it is letting me pull this outfit off flawlessly. So let's not take this there to a place. Let's not take this to a place you don't want to tread, okay?
I actually prefer the microfiber vest you're wearing. It looks... I like those because if you run your hand down and then you run just a finger up, it makes a line.
Yeah.
Because, microfibers work.
I actually got this at Goodwill. It was part of a Woody the Cowboy Halloween costume at one point, I think.
Oh, that's weird. Oh, Jeremiah made your mama think Jesus was coming back for her. Well, she died waiting because she took him quite literally. She just kind of sat outside and died from exposure. Your mother was not a smart woman.
Remember that time that she made corn for everyone? But she picked it all off of the cob. She didn't even cut it. We told her to use a knife, but no, she just...
Like one by one, she picked that off with her hands?
Yeah, she didn't even cook it. She gave us raw picked corn.
Oh, that was weird. I didn't know. I wasn't around for that other part. I was at the whorehouse, getting my rocks off. I don't partake. I just watch. That's why the Bible is forbidden in our house. Understand, Billy? Forbidden. Because Mama picked weird corn and stood outside forever and got exposure.
Yes, sir. Is it just... obviously some of these are post-Jack Chick death. I'm assuming this one's totally post-Jack Chick death. Are they getting more extreme because they think that there are households where... I'm sure there's at least some households where the Bible is banned for one reason or another. But is this
good old boy farm folk?
Are Chick tracks gonna get crazier now that he's dead? Was Jack the only thing keeping the quality seal on these? Oh no.
Isn't that weird?
Mm.
This is like listening to Milli Vanilli but only getting Millie. We need more Vanilli. I never thought I'd say that sentence.
That night, I can't stop thinking about that Jesus coming back to judge me. I gotta talk to old Jeremiah, but Paul can't find out or he'll go crazy.
Are you in there talking about Jesus, Billy?
No, I'm just talking about Satan and Carrie Fisher.
Ooh, Carrie Fisher. She's a good-looking one.
Yeah, she dead.
She dead?
She dead.
Oh, I'm gonna have to rub one out in her memory. At least we still have Robin Williams.
We're gonna have to maybe have a conversation after the memorial jerk. Following day. What's wrong, Pa?
I got a letter from my sister. My brother's trying to steal her property again. We have a weird family feud backstory here. I don't really...
Yeah. There's, like
some Hatfields and McCoy things going on.
Yeah.
I'll be gone a week or so dealing with property theft on behalf of my siblings. Maybe I moonlight as a property lawyer.
Henry Gibbs leaves the next day.
My name's Henry?
Yeah, I guess your name's Henry.
I guess. Okay. My, Billy Gibbs, I paraded this day for 19 years.
You've prayed for me to come to your house and see you.
I've prayed for you to come in my house if you catch my drift. Winkety, winkety, blinkety, blinkety.
For 19 years, which would be my whole life. So you, sir.
Let me describe to you in moderate detail how I feel about you. Since you, because I also am like a midwife, but like a mid-husband, I guess. I'm a man with man's needs. When you came out your mother, and this was her pre-weird corn picking days, when you came out your mother, you smelled like something I'd want to stick it in.
Have we considered not allowing things like that to be said in general?
Well, anyway, how's your pa, Billy?
Oh, he doesn't know I'm here, and now honestly, that concerns me a little bit. I should have let someone know where I was going. Kind of like when you're going into caves and spelunking. You need to let him know where you're going.
I understand, and frankly, knowing how I can get a little peckish, if you know what I mean. I'd advise that as well, but now we're rolling in it, you and I, Billy. So what can I do to you for you today, Billy?
I have a question, and I would like that question answered on the porch, preferably.
Oh, no, shoot. It's so drafty out here. I can't.
It's outside.
Possibly.
It's supposed to be drafty. That's just the wind.
But I'm only wearing one. It's a Western tie, and my suspenders are kind of, oops, this one slipped off my shoulder. We're going to have to go inside so I can fix this.
You look a little bit like Colonel Sanders' slower brother who wasn't allowed to go to normal school, so he had to go to a special school to learn how to tread tires.
What? Is that a vocation?
I guess.
Fuck's sake. Oh. This job is harder than you think it is.
So what does the second coming mean?
That's the return of the Lord Jesus Christ when he comes back to take over the world and fix it.
That sounds a little bit totalitarian. If you need to take over the world to fix it, I don't know if you're really fixing it. You're becoming a despot, so could we not?
That's not a thing that occurs in reality.
Okay.
Yeah, just roll with it. Anyway, come on inside, and I have some ice cold ginger ale for you.
All right, I'll come in, but you better not have just one ominous spotlight that shines on the only wall in the house.
You are pegging me right now, and not in the way I'd prefer. I mean, you are really. Have you been spying on me, Billy?
Nope, I just know creepy people.
All right. So, anyway, Jesus is God's son.
God has a son? Question mark.
Yeah, he does. What? We're all God's children, Billy. I'm gonna start calling you William. You keep talking with your mouth flaps.
Okay. I feel like I need to leave. I feel a little uncomfortable.
Oh no, sit down.
Okay.
May I offer you an Alka-Seltzer?
That's not something you would typically offer to someone.
Bloop.
Give a second.
It's not fizzing. That's weird. Just drink it up anyway.
Oh.
You've never heard who Jesus was?
No, sir.
How in the goddamn have you avoided this topic? You're wearing a fucking cowboy hat. I I was going to date rape you, Billy. I'm gonna on the level. I was going to date rape you. I'm turned off now. I don't date rape retards.
I can't say I'm disappointed in this turn of events, but all right.
Don't worry. We'll see if you can't earn your way back into my good graces. So what has Henry done to you and your little sister? Who is not in this tract? You have a sister. I don't know her name, and I just found out Henry's name 2 panels ago.
Paul outlawed the Bible in our house, and by the way, can I just point out, you look like, you know the bug from Men in Black that steals people's skin?
I do.
It's like you're one of those, but you found Kathy Bates, and you didn't get it quite right. I don't know how to explain it. You just didn't fill it out right.
I thought I looked a little bit more like Steve Bannon found a time machine and went back in time and got a plantation in South Carolina.
Yep, that'll do it.
What's Henry trying to do? Go to hell and take you to it? I am too clever. Too clever.
What?
Was that your best little John? Is that what that was?
I don't know. It's just what? I don't know. There's just no indication. There's no indication of how he says it, so that's the decision I went with. That's how he says what.
Oh.
No, if I... What? Okay. No?
Oh, fucking...
Yeah. That's right.
When people do bad things, God calls it sin, and they will pay for it. Do you know an example of a sin, Billy?
No, actually, I think I'm okay. That actually all makes sense. But I feel like you're gonna give me an example anyway.
Do you think maybe we could act out a sin, just like a prop thing? Just like, had you ever joined drama club when you were in high school?
I didn't actually go to high school. I went to what my father called the School of Hard Knocks, which was a hole in the backyard that I think used to be an outhouse. He'd put me and my sister in there, and we'd just do whatever for 8 hours. So,
was there poop involved?
There was a faint odor, but I don't know where it was coming from.
No, like direct contact. It was like
no.
Oh, okay. I'm actually fine with tangential poop relations.
Okay.
Just not direct. Like if you want to poop in the corner and then we go at it, the smell actually kind of enhances it for me. I'm not going to lie to you.
I feel like you lost the metaphor along the way somewhere.
It's not a metaphor. I'm actually into the smell of shit during coitus.
No, but you started out mentioning like drama and...
Anyways, basically if you just bend over there... Unzip your pants, take them down all the way, spread your butt cheeks, put this lube in your butthole, and just close your eyes and drink that drink I gave you. We could act out a sin, but like fake sin. We won't actually...
Are any of the props going to be your penis? ?
Actually, no. I just want to take pictures of your butthole.
Wait, why am I lubing it if you just want pictures of it?
I prefer shiny buttholes.
All right, I can't knock you on that. You want to know? You want to know they're ready when you look at the picture. Oh God, makes sense.
God says the punishment for sin is death, but I always say, what don't kill you? You know. So God's son got stabbed in the side with a spear by some guy. No one knows who or why. And then there was some rain. I don't know. Like there was wood. I actually haven't read this story before. This is one of the lesser known stories. Just skip it. It's fine. And then apparently he got buried and there was sandwiches, but 3 days later they got correct change. And I'm sorry, I don't have my reading glasses, but this is pretty close. And then Jesus gave us roses, and then we watched Night of the Living Dead, and we lost power, but we feel alive again in our relationship. And over $500 were stolen from his resurrection First Baptist. 40 days later, he promised Billie Jean King would win in that cross-sex tennis tournament. This is actually, wow, that was 2,000 years ago. And he predicted Billie Jean King. All you kids that know who Billie Jean King was, right? And don't have to Google that reference. Billie, your mama believed all this. She believed Jesus died for her sins. Now I look like I was a part of like a claymation in maybe, I don't know, the movie Labyrinth, but I've been left out in the sun too long, and my molds are falling down.
Looks like Hoggle from Labyrinth, yeah.
Right, but left out into the sun.
That actually happened. You know that some random museum has the Hoggle puppet because it got lost at some point and someone just found it at airport security and just kept it? And now it's like falling apart and looks like shit and it's hilarious.
It was an inside job, dude.
Hoggle was an inside job.
Yeah.
Mm.
She asked him to forgive her and she became a new creature. She was born again.
Oh God! Like what? Like a lizard person?
Oh no, just like yourself. You don't like get to pick again.
Ew! Like
it's not the most ideal situation. Like, cause if I'm repicking, if I die and I repick, I'm Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Like, do you come out as like a baby? Do you like crawl out of yourself like a meat cocoon?
No, I would prefer to come out as 1999 SmackDown The Rock. Do you smell what The Rock is cooking? And then you would reply, yes, I do. It is good acting.
I don't smell it.
Tell Sarah her mama's in heaven waiting for you both to get savaged by me and saved and join her. I'm sorry. Also, who is that child out there? Is that your sister or is that just some girl? Like this is, I guess we're in a town. There are other homes. Looks like a FEMA camp.
I will, but first pray with me, preacher. I believe Jesus, and I'm afraid of hell.
That's all it took. I preached to the town folk for like 2 decades straight. And some of them are still like, I don't know. It just took like an afternoon sit down.
I think it's the Billie Jean King thing that did it for me, so maybe throw that in next time. They prayed, and Jesus came into Billie's heart.
It's the money shot.
Billy Gibbs rode home and told his sister Sarah all that had happened. She was in shock.
Okay, so this woman is his sister. So that little girl actually was just
some girl.
Some fucking random. Okay.
It's a little girl from Little House on the Prairie before she gets blinded. How could Papa do this to us? Ooh, nice neckerchief. You want to go outside in the shame hole? Billy led Sarah to Christ, and they bonded together in the shame hole. They had a common threat. Papa.
Wow. Jesus. Ripping families apart. Good on you, fam.
They were waiting for him when he got home. Did you want us in hell? Mama loves Jesus. But I didn't even finish. I learned about this thing 5 minutes ago, and it's totally true, and I believe it now, Dad.
Can't hear you.
Can't
hear you.
The war was on. We're joining Jeremiah's church.
Over my dead body, I will literally kill myself in the doorway.
Papa, get saved, and we'll all go see Mama. Yeah, Papa, why don't... Shut up, girl. Okay, listen, this is a man-to-man thing, so I just wanted to tell him about...
Shut up! You shut your goddamn mouth, Sarah! Was your name Sarah?
I don't
Bethany?
I don't even remember what my name is.
Rachel? Good! I'm glad my abuse has broken your self-identifying capabilities.
The battle raged on for 3 days. Then, an amazing thing happened. Sunday morning.
We want to welcome the Gibbs family today. Do you have a question, Henry? I believe Jesus. When do I get baptized? What the fuck? Did you put a roofie in my drink when I walked in here? Because I have apparently changed my mind.
No, we just had 3 days of convincing arguments we decided not to show, even though clearly those would be the most convincing arguments. So,
Holy shit, 2 ladies just fainted over there.
2 ladies fainted.
Ooh.
2 of them.
Everybody clear out. I'll take care of the ladies.
No, you don't get to.
6 months later.
I've prayed and read my Bible cover to cover. Now I have a few questions to ask about the second coming.
There's no questions to be asked here. Just give up and accept it, please.
This book is all about the Jews, so where are they now? I've never even met a Jew.
Well, it's because the population in Montana is like fucking 300,000 people.
Oh,
Of course you haven't met a Jew. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Because they're scattered, Billy. You know, scattered all over Israel.
Wait, is
and
this
New York bagel shops?
This tract? I feel like it's gonna be just 2 tracks haphazardly glued together. Because on most tracks, the ending would have been right after the dad got saved. But now we're talking about Jews all of a sudden.
I wonder if there's gonna be a death.
I hope so.
Amazing things are coming. First, the Jewish people will return to the land God gave them. Hold on a second. Hey! Wake up, you lazy-ass Mexican! Fucking seasonal workers, can you believe it? He fell asleep on a burro or something. Taking our goddamn jobs. They'll be like dry bones. The nation won't trust Jesus until they see him return. I don't know what that means. No meat on them. They'll be vegans. That place may look like a dried up desert now, Billy, but mark my words, one day it will be filled with Jewish people. God said so. Is this a period piece?
Yeah, I think this is a period piece. And they're trying to
1940.
They're predicting the post World War II relocation of the Jews.
Okay, forget everything I said about Israel earlier. Also, is that Clifford the Big Red Dog? Holy shit.
Oh my god, that's probably the worst drawn dog I've ever seen. Look at its
I think
fucking...
that's a camel.
Oh god, what is it?
But it's got a dog face.
A sheep?
I think we accidentally skipped to Revelation.
Is it a sheep? Because its leg is not right.
That's its... it's got reverse palsy in that leg. It's just huge. God always keeps his promises.
Okay, so what's this revelation about 2 witnesses being killed? And they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see the dead bodies 3 days and a half, and they shall rejoice over them and make merry, and shall send gifts one to another. Let me just look real intense at you real quick. Hold on, just let me wide open these eyes.
Holy shit, I didn't notice the closer we got to you, you actually do have stubble.
Yeah. How can the whole world see 2 fellas die, preacher? How could they even know it happened? Also, I'm experimenting with some guy liner. I mean, it's kind of it's a wispy look I'm going for. Let me know. The gal over at the Hot Topic said it really made my eyes pop.
It's kind of, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of off-putting when they're like perfect circles. Woo boy, that's a hard one, Billy. I have no idea how an entire world can see what happens in one tiny place.
Crazy street preachers.
And they're all on their tablets and their phones, and I don't know how they could send gifts all over the earth either. Send gift now. Yeah, Jesus predicted fucking social media.
This is actually one I haven't heard before. Are Christians, like fundamentalist ones, like Jack Chick's company, are they about to start saying that the Bible predicted mass communication and cell phones and email?
So if everyone sends a dick pic to Chick Publications, which I don't endorse, that's just prophecy realized.
Yeah. It's what Jack would have wanted. Lots of pictures of strange wieners.
But nothing is impossible for God or the people that invented the internet and Twitter. Trust him. It will happen. And by him, I mean Steve Jobs. And also Jack from MySpace, I think.
Tom?
Tom? Is Jack Twitter? And then there's Mark Zuckerberg from Facebook.
I don't know.
And then there's that kid that did Napster. And then there's the Reddit guy. And then Lars Ulrich, who is very against pirating music. So what's your next question? Because I obviously covered that.
What's all this about Armageddon? More like...
Oh, let me tell you. It will be a tour de force from Liv Tyler. And she'll get the role because her daddy's in the soundtrack. And then Ben Affleck's going to be all, I'm going to sacrifice myself. And then Bruce Willis is going to be all, no, I'm unbreakable. I'm going to sacrifice myself. It'll be fine. And then that one ugly guy from Fargo, I can't remember, Steve Buscemi, he's going to be like, I don't want to sacrifice myself. I'm an ugly guy from Fargo. And then the writers are going to be like, die anyways on this meteor. And so he dies. And then Ben Affleck goes back and makes Liv Tyler babies.
More like Armageddon 39% on Rotten Tomatoes, am I right?
Got him.
Armageddon? Fuck it.
In the end, the whole world's armies will gather to fight against Israel. God's people, they want their... Okay, if the whole world's armies fight against Israel, Israel is fucked. They can barely handle the Gaza Strip. Okay? They can barely handle Palestine.
Yeah, and a lot of their military is backed by the United States. So if every other military, including the United States, was like, fuck Israel, that's it. It's not important, guys. It's not an important piece of land. Fuck it. At this point, someone just fucking...
It's okay. It's okay. They addressed that. They'll be outnumbered and outgunned. Israel won't stand a chance. Then the impossible will happen. They're going to send for reinforcements from God's army. Jesus will destroy those armies, and he will look like a 1990s action figure where you press the button on the back and his arm flexes. And he'll land on the Mount of Olives and split it to make a big valley. He's going to split a mountain. Okay. Okay. This is a little far-fetched for me. Jesus is going to rule the world for 1,000 years. Then final judgment, lake of fire. And then there's going to be a tiny black girl at a cemetery. And you're all going to die. And then you won't see any prophecies passed. But there's an owl on Henry's tomb thing. And Israel is there's gonna be UN, and then all that shit's gonna happen. And then, 1980s internet. Only thing that happened in the 1980s. Internet.
I like that it also says the UN has condemned Israel more than any other country, which I don't know that to be a fact, but I know they've definitely condemned them before for their actions against Palestine. It's never supported Israel when it's attacked. I doubt that.
I think actually that's North Korea.
Honestly, it might be. I don't know. God, Jack Chick puts so much stock in the UN and what they have to say about shit.
Yeah, it's super weird.
Because he thinks they're the one world government that's going to be controlled by Satan or something. Even though they can't fucking get a binding resolution to actually mean anything ever. So it's like...
Okay, so then there's some prophecy on page 20, but then the final prophecy's falling into place, so what's important. There's global communication... Global tracking and IDs? Global tracking? I mean, maybe a little bit, but not like GPS. Effectively. Yeah, but they don't mean that. They mean like you can fucking find anyone anywhere. Not if you're in the desert, apparently. The Pope is uniting nations, which I don't think he has the power to do so. Hatred of Jewish people is growing daily. I don't hate Jewish people. I like Bernie.
There have been an uptick
an alright show.
There have been an uptick in hate crimes against Jewish things, cemeteries, and stuff.
Oh, God, Trump's the Antichrist. It happened. I thought it was Bush and Obama and Clinton, though. How does that work?
It's all of them.
Do you think they're gonna, like, form a quadumvirate?
Yeah, they're going to come together like Voltron.
Oh, who's the middle piece? It's fucking Tom Cruise. Scientology won the day. The second coming may be just around the corner. Are you ready? Because the stage is almost set. Because one guy was in the shadows with 666 on his chest is right there. And then there's something from Revelation. God's prophecies are literally are coming to pass. Literally. Right now, literally. There's fucking lightning and clouds and shit. No one saw this coming. And then there's this gift for you. You can believe in Jesus. No one gives a shit. The end of this fucking track sucked.
What the fuck? It's like they wrote half a tract and then they were like, "Oh shit, we only have
too
half."
fast.
They're like,
Resolutions.
They're like, without Jack here, we blow our load way too quick. So we really need to write a second chick track and throw it in here for some reason.
That's because Jack was experienced, and the more experience you have, the less likely you are to blow your wad halfway through.
Wouldn't it be really hilarious if, even by their own low standards, the tracks keep getting worse and worse because Jack was the quality control and no one realized until he was dead?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That'd be pretty great.
All right, so here's the thing. Here's the deal. I will be giving this away to someone on Twitter, so you have to have a Twitter account. So I don't look at Facebook. I'll write you a note. You don't get to request what I write you. You have to take a selfie or a screenshot of you subscribed to the Quran Reloaded. Ooh.
Okay.
And just with like any sort of message to me. Just at Bible Reloaded, screenshot of something, and then a message to me. It can be loving or hating, it doesn't matter. As long as you're subscribed to TQR.
Wow. What an incentive.
Right. And then
what a blatant way to try and get people to subscribe to our second channel.
And then make sure, obviously, you should follow me on Twitter so I can ask you for information for your address.
Sure. So, anyway, my audio's desynced again, but only slightly. Oh, it fixed itself. I hope you all enjoyed the stylings of me talking in one ear slightly louder than the other ear.
Good.
Yeah. So, you can always follow us on Twitter, at Bible Reloaded, just Jake, like he said.
You can follow Hugo Reloaded, but he's not doing giveaways.
Yeah, don't send that shit to me. I'm not gonna. It won't count if it gets sent to me because I don't care.
You can also subscribe to the channel and TQR if you're interested in that copy that I just read to you aloud.
And Patreon.
We got pens. We got pens. Satisfying clicky pens. We got the chick tracks. Although I won't be sending almost time to the patrons, just to the one person. So you know. I got what else do we do? We got free content that happens every once in a while, and also Hugo will sometimes be in different alleys. It's kind of like a food truck. And they're like, we're going to be here tonight. And then they only serve people until they run out of food and then they book it. It's just like that, except rim jobs. Hugo will give you all the rim jobs.
So I'm like a pop-up restaurant, but instead of food, I eat your asshole.
Yeah.
Okay, I I have the right to refuse service to anyone who doesn't clean their asshole first.
Oh, obviously.
I
feel like you don't go to a rim job party and not prep.
Yeah. It's like going to the dentist without brushing your teeth. It's just rude.
Right, and then they're going to bitch at you about how you didn't floss. So
right.
It's going to be Hugo down there being like, okay, this is
unacceptable. If you don't want me to critique your anus, definitely clean it beforehand.
Just click on the